Good morning, children. Now, we have already discussed about how reproduction happens in human beings, right? Today, we'll continue with reproduction in various other animals. So, now animals are of two main types. They could be either viviparous or oviparous. Animals that give birth to young ones are called as viviparous animals. Human beings also come under viviparous animals, right? And animals which lay eggs that later develop into young ones are termed as oviparous animals. Okay, examples of oviparous is birds, frogs, fish, okay, even reptiles. And viviparous we have dogs, cats, and cows, and many other animals. Now, in most of the lower organisms, especially the ones that are oviparous, the after laying of the egg, when the young one hatches, it looks totally different from the actual adult. Okay, so then this young one slowly undergoes a number of changes. Okay, and towards the end, it grows into an adult. But if you look at the feature of the baby and the adult, they are totally different. So in such situations, the changes that is undergone by the young one to become the adult, those changes are termed as metamorphosis. Okay, it is a biological process by which the animal physically develops from birth or from the hatching time, and then this involves a number of changes in the body of the organism, and then through cell growth and differentiation leads to the formation of the adult, okay, which is totally different from the baby stage. Okay, we find this especially in frogs, okay, and among insects we find it in the butterflies and the other insects. Okay, now in the insects we see that the caterpillar, that's the baby that hatches from the egg, and the butterfly baby, okay, there is a vast difference between the two. And the metamorphosis that happens, it happens within the pupa stage. Whereas here, in case of the frog, again, you see the baby tadpole looks more or less like a fish, having fins and a tail and all those structures. Even breathing process is through gills. Whereas the adult frog, when it keeps on changing and after a series of changes forms the adult, okay, adult frog, all these systems change. The tail also is exhausted in the body, gills move, and now with the increase of the gills, they have lungs. So many changes happen, so many differentiation happens, and new organs, new structures are formed in the animal, and the adult stage is reached. So all this process together is termed as metamorphosis. Now we move to asexual reproduction. We'll begin with the asexual reproduction in lower animals first. We have taken the unicellular amoeba. So binary fission is one method of asexual reproduction where the organism, especially it's the bacteria, the protist or like amoeba, all these variety of organisms, they you can say undergo binary fission where the parent cell splits into two organisms. Okay, and this splitting happens after the nucleus within them, which you can say duplicates and forms two nuclei, and then the cytoplasm will also you can separate or divide and form two new cells. So here replication of the genetic material is happening, as well as the cytoplasm is also dividing, giving rise to two approximately equal sized daughter cells. So binary fission is something similar to normal cell division that happens in the cells of the body. Okay. Apart from binary fission, we also have budding as another method of asexual reproduction. It is generally found in either hydra or yeast. So here we will see budding in hydra, where you can see in the first figure, The hydra is forming a very small protuberance on the right hand side. Then this protuberance slowly grows. Okay, and differentiation, again you can see the protuberance is only cell division. Then differentiation happens. You can see a small baby hydra developing in the second figure. Now this is a bud. Okay. Now once this baby hydra still grows and becomes mature, then in the fourth figure you can see it detaches from the parent and becomes a new independent individual. Okay. So unless and until it matures, it does not detach. That's the process of budding, found especially in hydra and yeast. In case of yeast also, buds are formed on the yeast. But then in yeast, the buds may not detach. Okay.